Exactly. Another turn in the Madoff scandal. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Bernie, in fact, is the victim of this. We're going to get to that, but first we got to get to the markets. And Ashley Webster, of course, joining us once again from London. There he is, popping right back up on the screen. Doug Flynn of Flynn Zito and Charles Payne joining us to talk about this short and holiday week ahead. And Charles, you know, one of the stories we didn't mention is a report from the Wall Street Journal and other sources that there seems to be a buyer emerging for IndyMac. So you have Dune Capital Management, for example, J.C. Flowers. There seems to be some murmurs of that. Is that encouraging going into 2009 that maybe we have a buyer to what was a distressed bank?
Absolutely. It'd be interesting to see what the FDIC can get for, because it cost them about $9 billion to clean it up. But listen, I think it's the largest bank to fail this year, a commercial bank. And it's still a very attractive property, particularly now that it's gone through this cleansing period, if you will. So.
Right, a period of calm.
But J.C. Flowers has been aggressive anyway. I remember earlier in the year when he actually bought a bank or became a bank somehow. It was really small, off the radar a little bit. He's been circling around this area for some time now.
Well, then at the same time, Ashley, you have that deal with Dow Chemical falling apart in Kuwait that could, you know, threaten another deal for them. And so does that even things out? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's just a product of what we're going through right now. Companies that perhaps have been looking at these deals for quite a ways out, 18 months, 2 years ago, and now in this environment realizing it's probably not very prudent to get involved in these types of things. And even though in the long run it may make sense, they're just wanting to protect their own assets and their own cash, and that's what happens. You know, you're seeing, you know, these M&A activity just continues to suffer because who wants to take a risk in this environment?
Well, and Doug, to add to that point, I mean, is that when you look at indications that the market is maybe picking up steam, I mean, is M&A one of the things you're watching? What are the indications you're looking for in 2009 to see some pickups in this market?
You definitely want to see that. You have to know that those people do know how to make money eventually, but they're going to put that capital to work when it makes sense at numbers that make sense. And so they'll pass on a deal. But when they see something that they've wanted to buy and it can get cheaper, then that's when some of that will start to move. And those are encouraging signs, although I don't expect it to turn around tomorrow.
Right. You keep on saying that. Yeah. Don't jump in maybe just because it's the last week.
Yes.
Even though you may want to. All right, we have to switch gears a little bit here because the Bernie Madoff scandal, we have yet another twist and turn to this constantly evolving story. And this actually happened over the weekend that Bernie Madoff had, I guess, this big statue in around his pool in Florida. Charles, $10,000 for a statue of lifeguards. In fact, there they are. Someone just walked away with them.
Yeah, but
just
actually, that wasn't lifeguards. That was a statue of the SEC.
Oh, come on. There they are. Like, can you imagine jumping the fence with that, Ashley? Like, how do you get that thing out of there unseen by anyone?
Yeah, I mean, how much is it worth, did you say?
At $10,000.
Yeah, he got ripped off, all right. I wouldn't have paid $10 for it, but there you go.
Well, and Doug, it's interesting. This story that's also out in the Post today talking about how his home out in the Hamptons is the one property that has severe beach erosion, but the other ones are okay. So you kind of have to wonder, maybe karma's a part of this.
Well, at least he didn't protect somebody from something, because he certainly didn't do a good job protecting assets with his hedge fund. That's for sure.
And obviously nothing around his pool as well. Guys, thank you so much. Ashley, great to have you back. Of course, we have the whole week, Ashley and I together. Connell is on vacation. We hope he's enjoying his time off, but that's it for Fox Business Morning, Ashley.
All right, thank you, Jenna. Good to be here all week. Don't forget to fry the salmon. Money for breakfast coming up next with Alexis Glick. We'll be right back.